Hey guys, my name is Khalil Harrison. I'm from Middletown, Ohio, born and raised. Grew up in a pretty big family. I'm currently at Wright State University, second year sophomore, studying theater studies. So that's been pretty cool. For the past few weeks or month and a half, I've been thinking about changing my trajectory regarding my major because knowing what God has in store for me and how just Him revealing the calling over me into minister and just the anointings that He has put on me. It's like I've been really thinking about changing up just things within my career, like concerning my major and everything. And yeah, I'm really thinking about that deeply. And the other day, I asked God, when I was talking to I asked Him, I was basically saying, like, Lord, I need to know how you want me to go about this. Should I stop doing acting? Like, should I quit my career going towards acting, or should I just put it on pause and just mainly focus on the ministry? Because I know he definitely does want me to focus on the ministry, but it was just tough trying to figure out like how he wanted me to go about it. So I was just struggling, trying to understand that. And I was just asking him constantly. On Saturday, me and my best friend were heading up to a church thing. It was the opening of a church. And on our way there in the car ride, we were talking about, just stuff that happened in the past. And basically, around the time that him and I first met, God gave him a prophetic word concerning my life and about how there was going to be a shift on my life. But I didn't know exactly what that meant. But I've always held on to that, I've always wondered about that. So as we're in the car heading down there to the church, we're talking about, the shift and just what God might have in store for me concerning that. So we get to the church and we walk in and then the service starts. And so the pastor starts talking about, just his life story and with him and his wife. And, we talked about, he mentioned like hearing God's voice and just crazy, like supernatural stories that he's been through and just stuff that God has done and has revealed to him, which was really amazing and inspiring. And then later, towards the end of the service, as he was closing out, he starts, we all start to pray. And mid prayer, God gave him a word of knowledge about me.
Dylan, do you want to come forward and pray? You're able to. But Turner, what's your name again? Turner? Khalil? So I just saw, like, as I was praying, like I saw you going this way, and the Lord's about to shift the whole course of like everything that you thought that you want to do when you get older, thought that you want to do, like you're maybe going this way, but God's just about to shift it. You're about to go a different way. Does that make sense?
1,000%.
Yeah.
We're on the way here. The conversation was about the shift in his life.
Yes.
When I first met him, that's the shift. Confirmation.
Yeah, like I just felt like the. Go ahead.
I told God, and I asked God to talk to me about that. Like I said yesterday, just similar to what you said. I asked him yesterday, and then a bit today, and now he's.
Yeah, I literally saw, like I always will interpret what I see, but what I literally saw was you going this way and then just always making like this right angle and going up a different path. And the Lord said, like, there's been things that you've planned and you thought, like, I'm going to do this when I get older. But like you're about to see that shift to where you just move in a completely different direction. And I'm feeling the Lord all over that.
And so after we ended the prayer, he calls me out and tells me that God is going to major shift on my life. That basically, like, he told me that there's things that I've been wanting to do ever since I was a kid. And he said that God is going to change my path from that. Like he's going to shift me in another path. And then he mentioned how I don't have to worry about the financial parts behind that because God said he'll take care of the financial part. And then God tells him to tell everyone to give me an offering, and they do, and I get $101 on the offering. And literally, like, that whole time that he's telling me this, I'm just like in awe and just like, just in awe and just shocked about that. And which I wasn't really surprised, because I did ask God, because prior to that morning, I asked God to let something powerful and amazing happen to me while I'm at the church. I just wanted God to move and just do something awesome. So, like I said, I wasn't surprised that happened. I just wasn't expecting it to be that. I thought it was going to be something else. But that's the thing about God. Like, he is mysterious and he'll surprise you, definitely.